What's up, guys? Sack Squad here with another deck profile. Today we have Revengers. Now, Revengers have been around the meta for quite some time now, mostly because of their consistency and their ability to toolbox their way out of lots of situations. Our starting Vanguard is Judge Bao. Judge Bao's skill is when he boosts a Phantom card Vanguard and connects, whether it's Vanguard or Rearguard, you can counterblast one, put him in the soul, and call 2 grade 1s onto the field that's rested. He's very important to the deck as you're able to get multiple pluses off of one swing with Swordbreaker and with Dark Heart's Trumpeter. Going on to our trigger lineup, it's pretty standard. I run 8 crit, 4 draw, and 4 heal. Yeah, make sure they're all Revenger. Going on to our grade 3s, the main boss of the deck, Phantom Blaster Abyss. His skill is, during the turn that it's Legion, you can counterblast 2, retire 3 Revengers, and restand the unit. He's very good for putting pressure on the opponent's hand. Going on to my other grade 3, Mordred. He's the break right of the deck. He also holds the Phantom name, so you can use Judge Bao with him. His skill is, when a Shadow Paladin rides this unit, you can counterblast 1, give your Vanguard 10k, call a grade 2, give it also 5k. He's very good for the Legion turn, being able to break right over him and swing for 32 plus twice. Again, puts a lot of pressure on the opponent. And lastly, I run 1 Blaster Dark Diablo. He's good in a pinch if you have the GB2 active, being able to strike with any card. Keeps more cards in your hand. He's also very good during the Diablo turn. When you stride over him, you can retire any of the opponent's rear guards for free. So it's very, very good for setting up those plays. Going on to our grade 2. I run 4 of the mate. Blaster Dark Revenger Abyss. His skill is when he's placed on the rear guard, counterblast 1, retire a grade 1 or less. Very good for retiring starters, killing Laurels, and killing Odysseus's. Don't forget that. Damn ripples. Next, I run 4 Dark Blaster Revenger. You very rarely use his skill because it's so expensive. I only use it a couple times against a Tidal Assault, but that's about it. He's there for the unflipping engine and for the ability of, or because he has Revenger in his name. Next, I run 2 Makas. Maka's there for getting those extra units on the field for your Stride Diablo and for Abyss. Just remember that she's not Revenger, so you're gonna have to count, make sure you have 3 for his skill. And lastly, I run 1 Makart. Makart's just there because he's Revenger, because he gets extra pluses onto the field. Being able to call him out with Mordred and then Legioning, you basically have a free column. Going on to our grade 1s, I run 2 Karens. Karen's there mostly because of the strides, because you can retire with Diablo, because you can retire her with Aurageyser. You can't retire her with Abyss because she's not Revenger, so that's why I only run 2. Next, I run 4 Unflipping Perfect Guards. You don't need to run regular Perfect Guards, because if you run into the Laurel situation or the X situation, you can use your Strides, or you can use Abyss just to retire your front row units, and then you don't have to worry about them swinging at your rear guards. Plus, this deck is pretty counterblast heavy, so it's nice to have those unflippings. I run 4 Dorrance. Dorrance is your unflipping engine. When Dark Blaster, where is he? Dark Blaster Revenger is placed in the same column as him, you can unflip damage. There is a ruling where if you have 2 Dorns in the same column, and you play Dark Blaster Revenger over it, you can unflip 2 damage. So it gives you lots of flexibility. Sometimes your opponents think that you don't have enough counterblast to do Abyss, and then you pull off that play and laugh in their face. And lastly, I run 2 Darkheart Trumpeter and 2 Swordbreakers. Why? Because Swordbreaker is more of a defensive +1, because you get the plus extra card into your hand. Darkheart Trumpeter is more an aggressive +1, because you get to put the card onto the field. You're able to swing with this, with Darkheart Trumpeter. Swordbreaker, you get to keep the extra card in your hand. So, defensive, offensive. Don't forget this is GB1. Don't forget that these are both not Revengers. Moving on to our strides. I run 1 Madu to get the boss back if you use too many up. It's also good for the Mega Colony matchup. 1 Grim Recruiter, just because you need to stride something for free. I run 4 Phantom Blaster Diablo. This guy is the boss. He's the one that wins you games. He's the one that puts pressure on the opponent. If you don't know what he does, look him up. He's the best stride in the game. And I run 2 Aura Geysers because he unflips himself. He's on the first stride with him, getting +6, +7 cards in a turn is phenomenal. It really puts a damper on people's souls when you're able to pick up, 7 cards in 1 turn. Thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give us a like, subscribe to our videos, and feel free to comment. Your feedback is really important to us, and I'll catch you guys next time.